welcome to English with Anastasia. I'm happy to welcome you back. I haven't been in touch for a long time and I haven't shot any informative videos, but today I've decided that I'm going to give you some tips on how to master a language. You can virtually use these tips to master any language, not just English, but I'm going to share my experience of acquiring English language. So let's get started. So as you know, I'm not a native speaker of English, but I've lived in the UK for 17 years and I feel that I've mastered English language to an advanced level at least. So how did I do that? Well, I came to the UK in 2004, which was quite a while ago, and back then I came with only the school knowledge of the English language. So I thought, that would be enough, and I thought that my school knowledge of English would serve me well and I would be able to survive with it here in the UK. Well, that wasn't the case, and I was so wrong, because first of all, you have to get used to the local dialects, and you have to get used to people speaking very fast, and this is not the way I was taught at school. So what did I do to advance my English, basically? So I started off with vocabulary. So how did I boost my vocabulary? So tip number one to pick up new vocabulary is to jot down a new word or a phrase, either on a piece of paper or on a post-it note, and stick it on an object that you often pass by on a daily basis. So it could be a kitchen cupboard, it could be a fridge. So that way, subconsciously, you're going to glance at that word and you will remember it. And another thing is to use this word or phrase in context. So in order to acquire a word effectively, what you need is to encounter it for a first time, then leave it for a day or two, and then get back to it after 2 or 3 days. Try and use it in a sentence, and then leave it, get back to it in a week's time. So after 7 days, use it again, and then give it a longer break, say a month's time or so, and then get back to it after 1 month and use it again. Okay, so that way, by repeating this routine, the vocabulary should transform from your passive into your active lexis. Okay, so the second tip number 2, is to start thinking in English or in the target language that you're learning, right? The biggest mistake of many learners of English is that they don't think in English, right? So they try and translate words and phrases from their first language into English. That is not a very good technique. It can serve you well if you're a beginner or an elementary learner. But if you want to make a really great progress, if you want to advance your English, then start thinking in English. Okay. So how do you improve your speaking then? Well, the tips that helped me back then when I moved to the UK in 2004, the mobile technology and the social media networking thing was in its infancy. It was very early days, so we didn't have apps back then, we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have social media available on our phones, so everything was pretty much early days. So what did I do? I tried to speak with my colleagues, with my classmates, and this is how it helped me to boost my language. In order to improve your speaking, guys, you have to speak, right? So start speaking. You need to overcome the language barrier. What is the language barrier? A language barrier is something that prevents you from speaking, from communicating. This is something that creates fear in yourself, and you are too scared to step out of your comfort zone to initiate a conversation or to maintain it. So think outside of the box, try to step out of your comfort zone, make yourself think in English and speak in English. So maybe if you don't have many opportunities to speak English, nowadays you can, this is tip number 1 to improve speaking, nowadays you can get a speaking partner. Yeah, it's very easy. Go on social media, Facebook, join one of the language groups and just post an ad about wanting to find a speaking partner. I think that way you can effectively find somebody to speak with. Or it could be a language exchange. There are plenty of apps that offer language exchange these days. So some of them are HelloTalk and Tandem. These are the most popular language exchange apps where you can actually find a speaking partner. So how does it work? Basically, you just have to indicate which language you speak. And so, for example, if it's French, if you speak French, then you could indicate that I speak French and I'm looking for a person who speaks English. And if that English speaking person is looking for French language, if they're looking to master the French, then obviously that is a perfect match for you. So you'll offer them French and they will offer you English in exchange. So this is how language exchange works. So that would be a very good idea. Back in the day when I came to the UK, this wasn't an option, so I had to communicate with people face to face. So there wasn't an option to go online and find a speaking partner. Okay, so moving on, and let's look at how to improve reading and writing. Okay, reading and writing can prove very difficult for some learners because obviously if the English alphabet is totally different to the alphabet of your native language, then of course you might struggle, especially if you are a beginner learner. So my advice to improve reading is to look for adapted texts or adapted books in English. Those could be, adapted books by publishers. These are actually quite good. You can search for Oxford publishers or Pearson publishers. Those are the ones that offer books like kind of graded into different levels: beginner, elementary, intermediate, advanced. So you can start with elementary if you're low level, beginner, elementary, and gradually kind of work your level up. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found those tips helpful. Let me know in the comments what you do to help yourself improve English. Thank you. Take care.